Hello, I'm Tony Pasquino, lead pastor at Resurrection Life Church in Traverse City, Michigan. And I just want to say God is moving in Traverse City. My wife Trish and I moved up here just a few years ago, and we have just seen God's faithfulness in everything that we've done. We've seen hundreds of people come to the Lord. God has raised up a ministry team to come around and help us do many outreaches, ministries inside the church, small groups, so many things. It's just been exciting. The problem was the building that we're in, even though we were thankful to be there, was only about 5,000 square feet, and really we used to joke around, it looked more like a dentist's office or an insurance company than it did a church. But you know, God gave it to us, and we continued to meet there, but we really felt if we were going to make a larger impact in the community that we needed a different facility. And so just this past year in 2012, we really started to pray about and felt God by His Spirit moving us to really start to look for another piece of property, and that He was going to show Himself faithful once again. And what's happened over the past year has just been incredible. As we continued to seek God and find a new home, God just started to increase ministry, our finances. You know, when you take a step of faith, God is always faithful to bring the provision for the vision that He gives you. And God brought us to this facility back in September, and we were just so thankful. It almost doubled our capacity, and it's costing us less per month than we were paying in the other facility. But in the midst of moving, our people, once again, just gave and gave. We put over $31,000 into remodel and new equipment on top of regular giving. We continue to see new visitors come when we moved in here. Matter of fact, we have seen 25% of the people that have visited our church just since September have stayed and starting to partner with us and starting to get involved in ministry. So we are excited to see what God's going to do in 2013. This past year, our church of about 200 people has given over $31,000, actually with a project that we did in the spring, close to $40,000 to missions around the world. One of the things we did here locally was a project that we called The Church Has Left the Building, where we just want to reach out into the community, meet a need that nobody's meeting. And so we partnered with the DHS here locally, and we put together over 160 duffel bags and gave them to for families that are going through the foster care program for children that are in transition. And they were so appreciative. Our people came to the plate, and that was over an $8,000 project that our people did. In the midst of looking for a building, faithfulness in giving, boy, God was just so good to us. We have a saying around it, we like to say, real people living real life with a real God who's got the answers. And we've just seen people roll up their sleeves, and we're real about relationships with each other. We're real about our struggles, but we know that God has all the answers, and so we're reaching out here in Traverse City.